Hey party people, Jeff Stormer here. So there's a few things that I want to cover real quick. One, no proper episode this week. The short answer is we realized partway through editing that we had discussed with the guest holding this off until they had launched a Kickstarter. Didn't make sense to release it early, so we stashed the episode. And also, in doing that, I kind of listened to my body, I checked my emotions, and realized I could use a week off. And if we are going to be our own bosses, we should be the best bosses that we can be, which means giving ourselves the time off when we need it. So no proper episode this week. Join us next week for This is a Game About Wrestling with Mac from Follow the Leader and Standing Stones. And second, I really want to introduce what you're about to hear. So rather than release a proper episode this week, we decided to drop something extra special on the feed. This is the first complete mini-series of Party of None, an actual-ish play podcast focused on single-player tabletop RPGs. We've been running this on Patreon for the past few months at the $15 tier. We just wrapped our first mini-series, which you're about to hear, which is Long Haul 1983. And I really wanted to show off what this show was because I think it's become something really big and ambitious. And I want to say if you enjoy this, you should check out the Patreon where we're about to drop new episodes. We have our new miniseries picked out. That is Leave On, a Star Wars Notorious Tale, picking up with the characters from our Age of Rebellion game several years ago. And so if you really enjoy single-player RPGs and you want to hear something different from me, you can check out Party of None. That's at patreon.com/JeffStormer. And I really hope you enjoy this. This game is sick. I loved playing this. I loved every single moment of it. You can learn more about Long Haul 1983 at spc.itch.io or check the show notes for more information. And finally, before we kick off, I do want to include a content warning for all of these episodes for descriptions of bodily harm, including vivid descriptions of infected wounds, and some heavy emotional content. With all that said, please enjoy Party of None, Long Haul 1983. I'm Jeff Stormer, and you are listening to Party of None, an actual-ish play podcast focused on single-player tabletop role-playing games. Today's game is Long Haul 1983 by SPC. The game tells the story of a dangerous journey through an empty world. You play a long-haul trucker trying to make their way home. Every day you'll hit the road, navigate treacherous terrain, flee from menacing threats, and then deal with the psychological impacts of isolation. At the end of each day, you'll find a payphone, make a call, and leave a message for the most important person in your life. They never pick up, and you never stop calling. Using a deck of cards, a few dice, and a microphone, players create an original narrative of resilience in the face of world-shifting catastrophe. This is Day Zero. It's 1983, and the world feels hollowed out. Yesterday, sirens cluttering the highways, CB chatter about a jetliner disappearance, rumors of a plague. Today, radio silence, fires on the horizon, desolation. You are in the cab of an aging semi-truck. It's your rig. You are an owner-operator. Doors are locked, windows up, the air is stale. You catch yourself in the rear view. You see your father's hat, a graying beard, a busted lip, thick sideburns, an unkempt mustache, and a bloody nose. Yesterday, you finished a run. You ate a full meal, you slept on the familiar coil spring mattress in the back of the cab. This morning, same routine as always. You were awake for a solid hour before you noticed. You are utterly alone. There's still power, hot water, megastore aisles are still lit. Gas pumps are functional, so there's fuel, but there's no people anywhere. Not one. You think to yourself, now this must be hell. I'm in hell. I am dead. I am alone and I'm dead and I'm in hell. Great. You listen to the squeak of the vinyl as you shift your weight in the driver's seat. You're thinking about how far you are from where you need to be, where you might be headed, where someone might be waiting for you. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Someone who's never stopped loving you. Someone who might appreciate a phone call at a time like this. You need to hit the road, no time to waste. But your thoughts are cloudy, and a song keeps rattling around in your head. You keep mumbling. Morning, Mr. Radio. Morning, little Cheerios. Morning, Sister Oriole. Did I tell you everything is fine? In my mind. You start the engine. It's 1983, and you need to find a phone. You will travel far, thousands of miles. Scenery will change, sometimes rapidly, sometimes imperceptibly. There is always a trace of fire on the horizon. I will travel through the dust, then the fog, then the wind, then the rain, then the flood, then the ice and the snow, and then right through to the heat. You are wounded. It's minor, but could, and over the course of the game presumably will, get worse. I took a punch to the face. My nose is busted, my lip is busted, my face is a little fucked up. But, I've seen worse. It's part of the job. The world is not entirely empty. There is a threat pursuing you. There is one other truck on the road. It is identical to mine, down to the tiniest detail, down to the dice on the mirror, down to that one little scratch, that dent on the door that I haven't told anybody about, I haven't called my superiors about, because I don't feel like them getting on my ass, but I know it's there. I see it, I know it, and it is the tiny little reminder that, I let something happen to this truck. And it's right there on the door of this other truck. It is identical, except this truck is decrepit, it's old, it's crumbling, it's long since dead, decommissioned, retired, whatever word you want to use. It is old and it should be gone, but it is there and it is barreling down on me. You have 3 stats: body, mind, and rig. Body represents your physical health and strength. Mind, your spirit, hope, and clarity. And rig, the condition of the semi-truck you drive. At the start of play, you will select one stat to advance. This stat requires less effort, fewer successes to succeed at a roll. I'm going to advance my body. My character, I've seen my share of fights. Let's leave it at that. And now, at the end of the day, you will make your first call. You just finished a job. Name what you were hauling and how the drive went. You don't know what to say. Describe the weather. Check the player sheet. You don't understand what happened to everyone. Make a wild guess. You plan to drive as much as you can. You'll stick to the highways. You'll stop only for sleep. Share this plan. Because you chose the body stat, share how you're feeling. Be vulnerable. Hint at the threat. You need them to understand your commitment. And then make them a promise. Hey Bruce, it's Bull. Just calling to let you know I wrapped up the drive, dropped off the ring. Promoter was a real piece of shit. Tried to stiff me, but got the money. We're all good. On an unrelated note, if my face looks a little fucked up when I get home, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's just, I've seen worse. It's probably not fine. I'm actually swallowing a little bit of blood, but it's fine. Probably need to see a doctor. But I am currently driving out here through the goddamn dust storm. I'm alone. Probably dead. Probably in hell. You're probably not getting this, but yeah. Anyway, I will. I'm getting home. I'm gonna drive until I get there, or until I either get there or I get run down. I guess whichever comes first. So yeah, I will see you when I get home. I love you, Bruce. I love you. I will see you when I get home. I love you. I'll see you soon. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye. This is day 1. Each day begins with the same ritual. You slide your keys into the ignition, turn. The way this works is you have 4 dice in front of you. These are fudge dice. These are 6-sided dice that show one of 3 results, a positive, neutral, or negative result. I'm going to roll these 4 dice, and you place your best 2 dice on your 2 engine block boxes. If their sum is negative, which is a negative neutral or a negative negative, the engine doesn't start. Take a moment to consider the grinding of the engine as it cranks and fails. Or if it is not negative, that is a positive, 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 neutral, 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 or positive, negative, the engine starts and you're ready to hit the road. And with that said, at the start of our day, we start our engine. And we take our 2 best results and place them on our engine block, that is a positive and a neutral, and the engine starts. Once we're on our way, we hit the road. The way this works is we place 3 playing cards in front of us and one by one flip them over and answer a related question told from our atlas to tell the story of our day. There are 4 types of cards: body cards, which are hearts and reflect the physical needs, injuries, and sensations of our character; diamonds, which are mind cards and reflect the fears, memories, and perceptions of our character; rig cards, which are clubs and reflect the condition of our vehicle as we make our way; and road cards, which invite us to consider the world outside of our rig and also represent our travel and get us closer to our destination. When we have revealed all 3 cards, we make our call and end our day. Our first card is the 2 of diamonds. The next time you fail a mind roll, you get a second chance and can re-roll your dice. Save this card as a reminder, discard it when you re-roll. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take anything I can get at this point. Our next card is the King of Diamonds. You sense the threat nearby, but cannot see it. What do you smell? What do you hear? Advance the threat and describe your sensations. If the threat has not overtaken you, make a mind roll to try and control your fear. Our threat is now at 1 of 4. We hear the ka-chunk noise of a broken suspension, of tire spindles separated from their control arms. The smell of burning, thick, jelly-like oil, old and dark and dirty and long since it should have been replaced. We hear that staticky, distorted music of a radio that can't quite hold a station, and the clicking of a turn signal that doesn't quite shut off. A click, 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 click. And the crunching crash of potholes and bumps smashed into with wild abandon, and the way that you hear that whole car kind of shift and, churn closer to you as it just barrels into that pothole with wheel after wheel after wheel. And now, we make a mind roll. Some cards will direct us to roll dice. When we do so, we roll all of the dice in front of us, and we fill in our relevant stats boxes with our best dice. If we don't have enough dice to fill all of those boxes, unfilled boxes count as a negative result. If the sum of our dice is negative, we fail the roll. Anything else is a success. At the moment, we have 4 dice in front of us, and we have 3 boxes on our mind stat. So we're going to roll our 4 dice and put the 3 best results onto our mind stat to see if the roll is a success. We rolled a negative, positive, 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 which means that all 3 of our boxes on mind are filled with positive results. This could not have gone better for us. And what that looks like in play, what that looks like for our driver is driving a truck is a very complicated thing. There are so many steps that factor into driving and operating a truck that I think in this moment with this other truck barreling down on me, it's very easy to maintain control and stay in my body and stay in my emotions just because I have to operate all of this, right? It's eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, 9 and 3, 10 and 2, 1 hand on the wheel, whatever. We'll keep both hands on for now. If I need to move a hand, it's fine. We're watching the speed, checking my mirrors. First left, then right, then above. And then I'm breathing. making sure that our oil is good, our temperature is good. Check the speed again. Mirror left, mirror right, rear view, driving. Quick look at the blind spot, quick look at the blind spot. We're keeping eye on the straight. We're watching the line. We're making sure we're not drifting over it. I'm the only car on the road, but we're not drifting over the line. We don't drift over the line. We've got the lines on one side, the lines on the other side. We're staying inside those lines. All of these things together, there's a rhythm to that. There's a flow to that. And I think that's what keeps our driver steady. And our final card is the Jack of Hearts. A wound has become infected. How bad is it? I can taste bile and blood, and every little while I have to keep just blowing blood clots out of my nose. There's clearly an infection. There's clearly a clog. Something is not clotting the blood correctly in my nose. There's blood leaking into my mouth and down my throat. God damn it, that punch really fucked up my face, and I'm really upset about it. And now we're going to make a body roll. Now body, I only have 2 boxes because we advanced our body stats. So I'm going to roll these 4 dice. I'm going to take the 2 best results and place them on my body stat. That is a negative, a neutral, a positive, and another positive, which means this also is the best possible result for us. I mean, it's still gross. Like, don't get me wrong. It's still very upsetting, but like, I have control of it, and like, it's clearly now part of my driving rhythm, as nasty as that sounds. And now we check our progress. Some days are more fruitful than others. When we check our progress, we're checking to see the cards that we've revealed. If we have revealed at least 1 road card, we advance to the next location. If we have not revealed a road card, we stay in the same location for the next day. Then with that, we reflect on what happened, what has changed, and then we make the call. We have not flipped a road card, which means that we are still in the exact same place that we were. We're driving, we're still out here in the dust. There are still just empty roads and abandoned gas stations. There are no buildings that we can see. As far as the eye can see, it is just empty, dead grass, dust bowl, hollow, miserable dead plain as far as the eye can see. And there's still the slightest hint of fire on the horizon. And with that, we make our call. Hey, babe. Sorry if the call is short. My nose is a little fucked up. I'm willing to admit that, and I'm going to need to see a doctor when we get home. Okay, listen. Good news is I'm starting to think I'm not entirely alone. Bad news is I am pretty sure that I'm fixing to get murdered out here, or I'm still in hell, and this is all hell, and you're not getting any of these messages. It's one of the two, and I haven't quite sorted out which one it is yet. Listen, anyway, I am trying to get through the dust as quick as possible. Maybe just, stash the barbecue and the mac and cheese for a couple days if you're alive. I mean, I promise that I'm going to be home soon. We'll have dinner. We'll bang. We'll go to the movie just like we promised. We'll do all the things. It's just, oh my God, I just got to get home. I just got to get home. Listen, okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, babe. I love you. Bruce, I love you. I will see you soon. Probably. I'm going to see you soon. I love you. Bye. This is day 2. Each day begins with the same ritual. You slide your keys into the ignition, turn. That is a positive and a neutral, which means the engine starts and we hit the road. Our first card is the 8 of Diamonds. How does it feel to know that you may never see anyone ever again? Honestly, I'm okay. I'm more pissed off than anything. I feel like if I'm in hell, if I'm dead and I'm in hell, I'd rather at least know what the fuck I'm here, right? Like, I don't have a smiling Satan telling me, you sinned and you did this and this. I've got an empty fucking road ahead of me, and that pisses me off a lot more than, like, any kind of punishment that you could give me. It's hard not to take this a little bit personal. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Our next card is the Seven of Spades. You nearly collide with an animal as it dashes into the path of your rig. What distracted you from the road ahead? I was just looking at all this stuff. Not in like a beauty of nature way, not in like, this puts a tear in my eye kind of way, because like, frankly, the area that I'm in kind of fucking sucks. But like, arcades, comic book shops, gas stations, delis, there's all this stuff, and everyone just left it. And that sucks, you know? Like, it sucks to be the one person that got left behind along all this junk. All these wonders and conveniences and annoyances and joys and miseries, and that's about when this bastard of a squirrel ran in front of my tire. You know, you ever try swerving a big rig? It ain't easy. But again, I'm more annoyed than upset. I'm happy that I dodged the damn thing. It just takes your whole body to kind of pivot the thing, and then you kind of got to steer it like a boat. It just... I'm just exhausted. I'm a little more annoyed than I am upset. And our final card is the Three of Clubs. Intense weather conditions cause you to drift off the road. Describe your panic and then make a rig roll. Honestly, the thing is, I barely even noticed it until I was mostly off-road. I'd been driving through the dust, and we left the dust, and we entered into the fog, and that fog is so thick, and it's so... You know, you've got your own lights ahead of you, but, like, I can't even turn on my high beams because it just lights up the fog. Like, there's no extra visibility, and there's no other lights for me to go off of, so I'm kind of just operating at the end of my truck, and so I'm just going straight, and I don't even notice it until I hear slamming hard into those rumble strips, and then I'm in panic mode, and I'm in trying to correct the car mode. So I'm going to roll my 4 dice. That is a positive, a negative, a negative, and a negative. Which means that my 3 results are a positive, a negative, and a negative. And that is a failure. And that means that I'm slamming into the guardrail. Just one long scrape. And the rig is fucked. And if there were people left, if I had a boss left in this world, they'd probably be pretty fucking furious about it. But I guess I don't, so as long as it'll drive, it'll do. As long as it can drive, it can do. And now we check our progress. We did draw a spade, so we move from the dust into the fog. And now we make our call and end our day. God, fuck. Hey, babe, just calling to let you know that I'm okay. I'm all right. There was an accident. It's a minor accident. I can hear you. It was minor. I was out here in the fucking fog pits of hell, I guess, and I lost sight of the road. I had to swerve the car. There was a squirrel. It was in my head. I'm still in hell or purgatory. I'm the only one left, and you know what? It's fine. I scraped a guardrail. The truck is a little smashed up. The door on the passenger side doesn't open, but you know what? It's fine. He drives, and that's something. Anyway, good news. I'm inching along. I have lifted the dust into the air, and I have entered into a foggy abyss, and my journey is long before me, but my steed is true, and the world is opening up, or Whatever the fuck, I don't know. I gotta entertain myself, I guess. Nobody else around. So, anyway, sorry, I am jumpy, and I am calling to let you know that I'm okay, and I love you, and to not worry about me, or the truck, or the squirrel. Everything is fine, and I'll be home soon. I promise. I promise that I'm going to be home soon. I love you, Bruce. I love you. All right, bye. This is day 3. At the start of our day, we roll our dice and start our engine. That is a positive and a neutral result, which means the engine starts and we hit the road. As always, we draw our 3 cards in front of us. Our first card is the Ace of Clubs. You come across your twin, a rig, the same model, same year, but in much better condition. You can use the car to salvage parts, make repairs. How do you picture the driver of this twin? Honestly, after dealing with this goddamn ghost truck, I'm a little pissed off when I see this. Just how many reminders of this goddamn truck do I have to deal with? Like, obviously I am going to swap some parts, I'm going to fix some damage from the goddamn crash, but like, god damn it, I want a world to exist outside of this truck, and I'm a little bit annoyed to run into another goddamn reminder of this metal prison that I spend my goddamn days in. I really hope the truck didn't see that. It's gonna punish me. It's not gonna start next time. I know it. This is my fault. Anyway, I'm going to salvage some parts. And in doing so, I am going to advance my rig stat, which means that I only need to assign 2 of my dice whenever I roll a rig roll. Which is great because I'm down to 3 dice, and that makes it a little bit more likely that I'm going to survive my rig rolls. Our next card is the Queen of Diamonds. A safe stretch of highway gives you time to theorize. Why is the threat pursuing you? How did it all start? I'm getting used to driving the Frankenstein car that I'm driving right now. Admittedly, this isn't the first time that I've salvaged parts from a twin to cover up for my own fuck-ups. Honestly, if I had to point to like a single thing that maybe has me stuck in hell or limbo or whatever waking nightmare that I'm in, it's probably that. I have stolen. You know, I've gotten into fights, I've lived a life, I have drank, I have smoked, I've done all these other things, but like, the one truly sinister thing that I did is that I have taken from other trucks without thinking if they were owned by another driver, if they were another driver's operation, if I've needed a part and I've seen a car at a truck stop on the road and it was late. Yeah, I've taken a part or 2. I can't say that I haven't. I have stolen, and in doing so, I have probably hurt other drivers. And if anything has left me here, if anything has conjured the spirit of that damned ghost car that is chasing me down through the dust-filled wastes of God the fuck knows where, it is probably the remnants of the car that I should be driving at this point. I see that, and I recognize it. If I seem blasé, that's why. I've been doing a word a day calendar. Blasé is my word of the day. Our final card is the Ten of Hearts. Something feels off. What is it? Pick a body part from the list below and describe it in detail. I am choosing my knee. My knee has been spasming lately. Just quick little twitches, and I know that it's because I'm driving too much. I'm driving when I wake up. I'm driving through, stopping for whatever cheap meals or whatever easy to grab meals I can find, because technically everything's free. I'm in hell. But whatever meals I can find, I'm stopping, but otherwise I'm driving, you know. I mean, time barely exists here, but I feel like I'm driving 16, 18 hours a day, and when I drive too much, too hard, my knee, it tenses up, it spasms, it bucks at me. It's my driving knee, and frankly, it drives me the fuck insane. And piloting this hunk of a junk of a boat of a truck, especially since we ground on that guardrail, it's been extra fucking shitty, is how I would describe it. And so my knee is acting up, and I've got to deal with it because I still have a long way to drive. So that's where we're at. And with that, we check our travel. We drew no spade cards today, which means we're still in the dust. And we make our call and end our day. Hey, babe, it's Bull. Just calling to let you know I'm still driving. Still alive, I guess. Still out here in the fucking Dust Bowl. Everything's good. Long drive. Knee is gonna be hating me for a couple days after I get there, but that's fine. Anyway, great news. The car's actually in great shape. Don't ask me how. I know you're gonna say, Bull, you shouldn't be scrapping. I get it. I get it. Honestly, I get it really well. It's probably why this ghost car... Have I mentioned I'm alone in hell and there's a ghost car? Have I mentioned that there's like an evil version of my truck chasing me through like an abandoned hellscape? Have I? No, of course I haven't, because that's the delirious ramblings of somebody that shouldn't be behind the wheel. And you're going to say, hey, Bull, don't do this, but you haven't answered my calls. You're probably not here in hell with me, so it's... Of course you're there. You're there. You're busy. You're doing this cold shoulder thing that pisses me off, but honestly, we're going to see each other. We're going to fuck and have barbecue. God, I love you. Listen, anyway, sorry. Weird call, weird vibes. Not a whole lot going on, but car's good. Truck is great. And yeah, I'm on my way. I'll see you soon. I love you, babe. I'll see you soon. Probably. I'll see you soon. Bye. Day 4. We begin as always by rolling our dice and starting our engine. That is a neutral, and a negative, which means that our engine starts and we hit the road. Our first card is the Jack of Spades. All right, we got some progress on the board. You realize you're lost. How did you get so confused? What distracted you? Fuck. Damn it. I was excited. It's the goddamn music. I listen to music because if I don't listen to music, the road sounds get into my head, but sometimes you're listening to music, you can hear it, and it drives you into a lull, and you lose time, and you focus on the music. And it's not that you're not focusing on the road, it's just that... God fucking damn it. I'm so upset. Discard this card. It does not help you when you check your progress. I am out here in the goddamn fog. This sucks. I am upset. Let's draw our next card. 5 of Spades. All right, so at least we did make some progress. That's great. You cross a border of some kind. What kind of infrastructure do you see, and why does it all seem so irrelevant now? I have passed into a riverside town. There are winds whipping down the boardwalk. There are games and stalls and food trucks and flashing lights and grifts and schemes and distrust. We were so distrusting. We did so much to trick one another and take from one another and to steal from one another. And when looking at all of this, every bit of it, everything, not just the boardwalk, but everything, we could have made sure every person had enough. We didn't need to build all of this. We didn't need to lie to each other. We could have built something better. And instead we built this. Our next card is the 8 of Spades. You watch the distant fires along the horizon as they grow and shrink. What do you think started them? Honestly, I think those fires have been burning a lot longer than any of us have been around, and I think they're going to burn long after we fade away. I keep saying that I'm in hell. That's been my belief through this whole ordeal, and no matter where I go, I've gone from dust to fog to wind. Wherever I go, those fires, they keep popping and burning, and I can't get any closer to them. I can't get any further from them. They just sit there. And so, if anything, it's that fire on the horizon that makes me certain that I'm sitting here in hell, and that Bruce hasn't gotten any of my messages, and that none of this has any point. And yet, in spite of that, it is so goddamn cold. Bracingly cold. It is windy. It is cold. It is miserable. Even with this fire on the horizon, it's unbearable. And yet I have to keep going because I know that I have so much further to go. Even though we made progress today, and I get to check off progress and shift from the fog to the wind, it's still so far, and we've burned through so many cards, so many of our progress cards in one round, that I am not feeling especially confident that this is going to work out. And with that, we make our call, and we end our day. Hey, Bruce. Great news. I'm making progress. I'm running along a river. I don't know what river. I'm running along a river. There's some beautiful boardwalks. If we want to plan a vacation, we should do that, I guess. Sorry. A long day. I got a little lost, but it's all good. I'm back on track. I'm making progress. Thank you, by the way, for that mixtape. I never said that, and I realized I've been listening to it for, I don't know, days? When did I leave? Oh, fuck, I don't have time anymore. Anyway, I've been listening to it. It's kind of why I got lost, but I really enjoy it, and it's the kind of thing I should be saying more often, and I don't know, I don't know. It's been a long day, and I'm feeling alone, and isolated, and like I'm in hell, like you're not getting these messages, and so then I'm wondering why I keep calling, and it's because I said I'm going to call because I made a promise, and you do that for the people that you love. And so, I also said I was going to get home, and hopefully, I can do that, and I can keep that promise. I'll see you when I get home. I love you, Bruce. Day 5. At the start of the day, we roll our dice and start our engine. That is 2 neutrals and a negative, which means that our engine starts and we hit the road. Our first card is the 9 of clubs. You make a tight turn on a steep hill. There's fire in the roadway, and your brakes, they're not going to stop the rig in time. What do you do? Fuck it. This car's been through worse. It's barely my car anyway. It's 16 other people's cars that I've stolen shit from, so fuck it. If I die, I die, right? We're gonna hit the gas. We're just gonna punch it, and we're gonna pile through this fire as fast as possible to hopefully keep the car from getting damaged and hopefully keep me from dying in a fire. We're gonna roll our dice. We're gonna take our top 2 results because we've advanced our rig stat. And that's a neutral, and a negative. That fucking sucked. Like, don't get me wrong, that sucked shit. But we're moving. God, fuck. Forgot how good it feels to fucking just drive this truck and not just, keep the course and hope that I don't die, but to like really like just gun it. I forgot what this thing can do. God, I hope I never have to do that again. Whew. Our next card is the Six of Diamonds. The current landscape reminds you of a short trip you took a long time ago. Describe the memory. I remember when we saw the ocean for the first time, looking out at the water, watching the flow of the river and feeling the bob of the truck in these winds. I remember looking out at that ocean for the first time. It was cold as shit then too. It was a terrible idea to go. We shouldn't have gone, but we were nearby. You were there with me. The ring, we had dropped it off and we had some time. We were by the beach. So let's go. We saw 47 seagulls. I counted. I remember. I don't know why I counted, and I don't know why that's the thing I remember. But, like, that feels like a lot of goddamn seagulls, right? Like, that feels like a high number of seagulls to see at the beach. But I guess that's where you're going to see them, so I guess it makes sense. But I don't know. I remember looking out on the water and seeing the curve of the earth and feeling so small and so alone and so like this, like I feel on this road. And then I remember looking at you, Bruce. I remember looking at Bruce and feeling like we were the only people on Earth and like that wasn't a bad way to be. It was a nice moment. Our final card is the Nine of Diamonds. You catch yourself muttering a short phrase over and over and over again. What is it? Is it a helpful mantra or an unhealthy compulsion? Living the dream. Living the dream. Living the dream. It's not untrue, is the thing. I mean, I really like driving a truck. I like the freedom. I like having nobody to bother me. I'm alone for long stretches of time. I like this job. I love this job. I've always loved this job. But there's something about doing it in this context where you're not doing it for the work and you're not doing it for the money and you're not doing it for joy, but you're doing it to survive. You lose something when the thing that you love becomes the thing that you need to survive. Living the dream, I guess. Living the dream. Now we're going to make a mind roll. That is a positive, a negative, and a neutral. We need all three results for mind, which means that averages out to a neutral, which makes that a success. We check our progress. No progress today. We're still in the wind. And now we make our call and end our day. Hey, Bruce. Oh my God, I gotta tell you something. Fuck. I have a story for you, Bruce. Oh my God. Oh my God, you're gonna hate this story, but you're gonna hate this story, but I'm already talking and I'm a little delirious. But so I was driving and I took a turn and there was fire. Like half the road, there was a fire. I don't know what caused it. I didn't see a wreck or anything, but there was a fire on the road. So what do? What does my dumbass do? I pump the gas. I barrel through it like it's an action movie. I really should be dead right now. Fuck. Oh. God, it was cool though. We should go to the beach. That's a weird segue, but I drove by some water. We should go to the beach. When I'm done, I'd really like to stand on the beach with you and count seagulls again. I'd really like to do that with you, and I'd really like to not be the only person on Earth, and I really, really fucking wish you'd answer the phone. But you're not answering because I'm assuming that I'm alone in hell, or you're just busy. Here, I'll talk to you when we get home. But when I get home, we're gonna barbecue, drive in, fuck. Maybe plan a beach vacation. I'm adding that to the list. I'm adding that to the to-do list, Bruce. Okay. Sorry. Nose is still fucking bothering me. Anyway, yeah, I will talk to you when I get home. I'm still driving through the wind. Beach trip. Put it on your list. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Day 6. We begin as we always do by rolling our dice and revving our engine. That is 3 negatives, so that's not great. So, I guess the car stalls. Please start. Please start. I'm going to roll our dice again and try to start the car again. It's going to be one of those days. That's 2 negatives and a positive, so at least the car starts. And with that, we're going to draw our card and start our day. The Ace of Spades. You begin to make sense of the roadways. Is it intuition, experience, or simple luck? Do you believe in a higher power? Immediately advance to the next location. When you check your progress at the end of the day, advance as normal. Well, damn. I guess it is going to be one of those days. I don't know that I believe in I didn't, but I'm pretty confident that I'm in hell, so I guess if I believe in hell, I have to believe in something. But who knows? I don't know. Fuck. Honestly, at this point, I let the car drive itself. I am goddamn good at my job. Okay, I know how to do this, and honestly, I just really needed a day where I could remind myself that I'm really fucking good at this. Alright. Let's draw our next card. The 10 of Clubs. You spray paint a word, a symbol, an icon onto the hood of your rig. What does it look like? What is its message? It is... Look, I'm not an artist. I'm not drawing something. I just have words to write on the side of my rig. And they are big, bold letters in, like, silver primer paint. And it just says, everything is fine. Because everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're making progress. I'm going to get home. I'm going to get home. I'm going to get home. Let's draw our next card. That is the 6 of Clubs. You keep something stashed beneath the driver's seat. What is it? And what is its current value to you? I said I have to go with the first answer that pops into my head, and knowing what I am carrying in the back of this truck, I've got my old gear. I've got my in-ring gear. I've got my old gear from the in-ring days. Fuck off. They're washed. I haven't worn them in years. But honestly, I haven't really thought about them in a while. You know, I left that behind. When I got the rig, when I became an owner-operator, like, those days are gone. And I still get to, like, see the boys when I go by a show and, like, drop off the ring, but... Like, I haven't thought about that life in a while, and it hasn't been until today when suddenly I feel like I can take on the world. You know, suddenly I feel like nothing is off limits. I am making progress in an impossible situation, and fuck, like... I feel like I used to when I would stand in that ring and the people would cheer, right? Like, I feel like how I used to feel. I'm realizing that I haven't felt that way in a really long time. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Anyway, let's mark our progress for the day. We made it through the wind and through the rain and into the flood, just as the Bible promised. Here we are. It is wet, it is muddy, it is raining, it is flooded, and there's nowhere I'd rather be. We're gonna tear through this flood. We're gonna tear through the ice. We're gonna tear through the snow. We are gonna burn through the heat. And I am getting home to the goddamn love of my life. I'm going to see my husband again. And I'm gonna get through this. Hello, my love, my darling, the light of my fucking life. Sorry, I know that the energy's a little fucking weird today, but like, we made great progress today. We're through the rain and the wind, and everything is flooded and wet and muddy, but we're out of the worst of it, and I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna get home to you, and I'm gonna see you. And we're gonna fuck, and we're gonna go see a movie. Maybe we can go to the wrestling matches. I know I haven't said that since I left the ring, but like, maybe I think I'd like that, and we're gonna plan a vacation, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Sorry, no, everything's fine. I know that I'm coming in hot today, but Bruce, I love you. You're the light of my life. And I can't wait to get home and see you, because if you're alive, if you're listening to this, and you're going to be there when I get home, I'm going to see you, and it's going to be good. Everything is fine, and I'm going to get home. I love you, babe. Bye. Day 7. We begin as we always do, by rolling our dice and revving our engine. 3 neutrals, baby! All right, that means that the engine starts, and we hit the road. Our first card is the 6 of Spades. An old billboard reminds you of life before all this. What insignificant little thing is advertising it? Why do you miss it? Boost Cola. Taste of the greatest goddamn state in the union. I don't know. It's not especially good. It tastes like home. Tastes like the kind of home that you take for granted until you're gone from that home for months, weeks, years at a time. It's where I'm from. It's my history. It's my background. And honestly, at this moment, I would trade anything to be back in that spot, drinking a cherry Boost slushie. That sounds like heaven. Next card. The 8 of Hearts. Food has been especially hard to find today. What compromises have you made to keep yourself fed? Look, I've been good. Okay, I haven't stolen anything from a car. I haven't scrapped anybody's rig. I haven't done anything. And whenever I've taken anything from a store, I've put money on the counter of every restaurant, every store, just in case. But like, it's cold and it's wet. I can steal a little bit to survive, right? Like, no one's coming back. You can't fucking judge me. And, like, honestly, like, this is the thing that we're gonna go hard on, is me stealing? Like, that's nothing. You know that that's nothing, and I know that's nothing, and it's fucking fine. It's fine. I don't know, like, there are people that have killed people. And there are people that have made people's lives worse, like institutionally. And there are cops. And I am the one that is cast into purgatory and shown judgment when I take food to survive. Maybe if I am in hell and I thought I was for a long time, and I still think that I might be, and I'm really not sure, but if I am in hell, then maybe it is the system that judged me and put me in hell that is the thing that is fucked, you know? That's starting to think how I feel. Anyway, I'm drawing a new goddamn card. The 10 of Spades. Unpeopled landscapes stretch out in all directions. Whose land are you on, and what do you know of its history? I don't actually know much of anything about the history of the land that I'm on. Like, I can tell you the route number. I can tell you what's nearby, like, in a current geographical sense. Like, I know where the nearest gas station is. But, like, I don't actually know the history of the land that I am on. And as I look out at everything, I'm realizing I don't like that I don't know. I should know, and whether I make it out of this or not, I should make an effort to know. It's not like I don't have time, right? I'm gonna be better on the other side of this about knowing stuff, I think. And now we mark our progress for the day. We did draw a spade, which pulls us from the flood into the ice. We're gonna get home. We're getting home. Hey, babe. Just calling to let you know everything's good. Making great progress. We're through the flood, into everything's frozen, which I think means we're getting close. We're getting close. I'm getting so close. I can feel it. I can feel home, and I just wanted to call and let you know that I'm gonna be home soon. I'm gonna get home soon. I'm gonna get home soon. No matter what anyone in this goddamn universe has to say about it. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I mean, you're also dead. You're not hearing any of this, or you never existed, or this is all. I mean, hell, it doesn't matter. But the important thing is that no matter what the case is, I'm going to get home soon. And I love you, Bruce. Bruce, I love you. Bye. Day 8. We begin as we always do by rolling our dice and revving our engine. Negatives all the way down. Come on, girl. Please don't do this to me right now. Please. Just start. We're so close. I'm gonna re-roll. We're gonna see what happens. That is 2 positives and a negative. That car starts, and we're on our way. Our first card is the 10 of Diamonds. You are once again overwhelmed by your solitude. You fantasize about a passenger seated next to you as you drive. Describe the imagined conversation. You shouldn't have shoved me. I don't want to hear it. I am just saying you shouldn't have shoved me. And I am telling you that you need to shut the fuck up. And I am saying to you that I would not have punched you had you not shoved me. You started this. I didn't start. You stiffed me $200, and now you're telling me that I started it? No, first of all, I paid you fairly for your time. You know that, and I know. You stiffed me $200, and then you tried to weasel your way out of it. You got lucky that getting shoved was all you got. And you got exactly what you deserved, getting your goddamn nose broken, because now you're gonna choke on your blood. You're out here alone. We could have talked this through. You could have talked. We could have talked. Like you were just gonna pony up $200. We couldn't have talked about shit. We could have talked. You could have talked to me. You could have talked to me. You could have asked me for help. You could have said, "Hey, my car's in bad shape. My rig is rough." You could have talked. I don't even know you. How the fuck am I supposed to talk to you? I don't even know who you are. You know, I'm a trucker. How the fuck am I supposed to talk to you? You know I'm a trucker. You know that we are a common breed. You know that we share a common profession, a common goal, common cause. You could have talked to me. We are in this together. We are here to help each other. And you violated
You think
that.
I don't fucking know that?
You did that.
You think I don't fucking know that? You think I haven't fucking processed that over the last few days? You think I haven't processed that driving this truck by myself?
You
think
want
I haven't thought about the
want to
fact
hear what
that
I think?
maybe I
I think
violated
that
a thing or two?
I think that you think that you are the only person in this goddamn universe, and that is why you have been left in this goddamn hell of your own goddamn design. I swear to fucking Christ, if that's what this is, if this is some kind of fucking poetry justice bullshit,
that is
I am going to flip this.
That is
truck into a
exactly what
ravine, because
this is. This is
that.
This
No,
is
fuck
poetic
that.
justice
Fuck
because you
that
act like
is what
you're
I
the
say to
only
that.
goddamn person in this world. So you have been left as the only goddamn person in this world, and you have been left
with me.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to fucking talk to you.
You don't want to talk to me? Why don't you want to talk to me? Because you know that I'm the only other person out here.
That's not true. That's not true. You know
it's
that's not true.
You know it's true. And you know that I'm the only other person out here. And you know that I'm coming for you.
I don't want to hear this.
I'm coming for you.
I don't want to.
I'm right on your tail.
I don't want to hear
And
this.
I'm going to run you off the road.
I don't want to hear
Tear
that.
you limb from limb. And you're going to live through the whole thing.
don't
and feel every bit of
want
pain that I'm going to
To
inflict. on you.
hear this.
You know it's coming.
Yep. You know what? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Not if I do you first.
I'm gonna find your car,
Not if I do you first.
and I'm gonna T-bone you.
Not if I do you first.
It's gonna be a clean shot. I'm gonna tear your rig in half. You're gonna burn. You're gonna burn in the fire, and I'm gonna kill you. And I'm gonna drive away, and I'm gonna be fine because it's only us. And I'm going to kill you.
Not if I do you first, sweetheart.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna drive away, and then I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna forget all.
What are
this.
you gonna do, Bull, when you get home and I'm not there?
The Seven of Hearts, a long dormant chronic injury is flaring up. Define the injury and add it to your player sheet. Describe your discomfort. Look, every wrestler has bad knees and a bad back. That's just a reality of working in the industry, and I've been in this goddamn uncomfortable chair for so long, my back, it started to seize up to a point where I'm actually kind of swerving the cars I drive, and I can't really look to my right. I can kind of force it, but it's not the most pleasant experience. And it sort of ruins my whole day. So I'd really love to just like lay down for a couple hours, but I kind of got to get home, and I'm so close that I really don't want to. All right, now I have to make a body roll. I'm going to roll 3 dice. I'm going to take the highest 2 results. And that's a positive, and a neutral. So the body roll is a success. I'm used to being hurt. I'm used to being in pain. I can deal with this. I can deal with this. Our final card is the 3 of Spades. You are drawn to a small car on the side of the road. A boombox sits on the car's hood, filling the air with unfamiliar music. Here I'm going to randomly choose one of 6 songs listed in the book. I Want to Be Your Fantasy by Cheryl Lynn. After a minute, we stop the song and the batteries die. What crosses your mind as the song ends? Honestly, I could deal with this. You know, I got the open road. I'm free to just drive. I've got my rig. I got food. I got gas in the tank. I got clear road ahead. I got clear skies above me. I can't really look to the right. My back is seizing up. My knee is throbbing. I got like a permanent state of highway hypnosis. I'm so goddamn lonely that I'm barely holding it together. Fuck. Okay. And then at last, we check our progress. We move from the ice into the snow, and we're on our way home. And now we make our call, and we end our day. Bruce, please pick up. Please pick up. I need to talk to... I need to talk to someone. Please pick up. I need to talk to someone that exists. Please pick up.
I was trying to... Just please pick up. I'm gonna get home soon. I'm really starting to think that I'm alone out here, and I need to hear something that's not in my head, and just please pick up. Alright, well, I tried. Bruce, I will see you at home. I love you. I'm gonna be home soon. Day 9. At the start of the day, as always, we roll our dice and start our engine. That's 2 positives and a neutral. The engine starts, and we hit the road. Our first card is the 9 of Hearts. Smoke from distant fires approach. You feel dizzy, nauseous, disoriented. Describe the smell, and then make a body roll. It smells like your sweat. It smells like your musk after we fuck. Like the blood when you swallow, when you've been screaming so much that your throat bleeds, and like the screeching, grinding rubber against metal when you rip a stolen belt out of a big rig. It smells like an old gas station that no one has cleaned or touched for weeks. It smells like that goddamn Deathmobile hovering in the background. It smells like purgatory. It smells like purgatory. Make a body roll. I'm going to roll 3 dice, take the highest 2 results. That's a positive, a neutral, and a negative, which means that a positive and a neutral are my 2 results. We're okay. We're okay. Fuck. Honestly, the fact that I can barely smell anything because my nose is fucked up, probably the best thing that could have happened. Our next card is the Queen of Spades. You slow down to study a decaying body, a victim of the threat, and the first body you've seen since all of this began. What exactly do you see, and how do you know that this is the threat's doing? Body's been repeatedly run over. Crushed under tire, specifically. And not like a nice tire. Like, one of them is clearly a donut, because it's much smoother than the others, and it's, like, gangly and gnarled. And there are chunks of metal parts, like, lodged into parts of the body, and, like, it looks like bits of dragging metal kind of caught parts of the body and really, like, ripped them under apart. And then their face is somehow intact. And I'm looking at this face, and I see bags under the eyes, swollen eyes, but not swollen like they're dead, swollen like they were crying, not like they were crying in pain. It looks like this happened quick enough that they'd have been dead in an instant, but like tear streaks on the cheeks and discoloration, and this person's been crying for a long time. And it's a really specific kind of crying that I'm pretty familiar with at this point, and fuck. Threat got them. This fucking car ran them over, and they were out here. And they were out here. And they were out here on the road. And that means that I'm not alone on the road. I'm not alone. I don't know where the fuck they are, but there are people out here. Holy shit, I'm not alone. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, I'm laughing over a dead body. I'm having a mental breakdown. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, I'm not alone. Oh Oh, fuck. And our final card is the Eight of Clubs. Where do you sleep? How do you hide? What wakes you most often? Used to be parking lots. Like in the early days, it was the parking lots. There were a lot of cars. I could blend in, wake with the sun, drive until I couldn't, find a parking lot, a truck stop ideally, because then I could park among the trucks, but like a parking lot worked. Somewhere with a lot of cars in places, I could probably like just hide among the cars, right? Like that was the ideal option. But now, fuck it. Side of the road. Honestly, I don't really hide anymore. I sleep. I don't hide anymore though. Let the fucker find me. Because maybe the person that's gonna find me is a person. And I won't be alone anymore. I like that. And now we mark our progress. And with that, as we drew a spade, that brings us into the heat, which is our final section. I like the heat. It feels like home. It feels like I'm getting home. Bruce, you're not gonna believe this. I found someone. There's someone else out here. I'm not alone. There was someone else out. I'm not going to upset you. I don't want to go into the details. Suffice to say, they were here and they're not here anymore. That's all I really want to say about it. But like, they were here, and like that either means that there's more of us in purgatory together, which means that maybe you're here too, or it just means that like there's not a lot of us left, but there are people here, and like, fuck it, like that's great. Like I'm almost home. I'm here. It's hot and it's dry, and like I'm almost home, and and like, fuck it. As long as this other fucker doesn't kill me, and like, let him try. You know what? Let him fucking try, because I'm almost home and I'm not alone, and I'm gonna see you soon, Bruce. And I love you, and I'm gonna see you soon. Fuck. Also, I saw a dead body today. I'm not gonna get into it, but it was pretty fucked up. All right. Bye. I love you. Bye. Day 10. At the start of our day, as always, we roll our dice and rev our engine. That's 2 neutrals and a negative, which means that we're taking 2 neutrals, putting them in the engine. Our engine starts, and we hit the road. Our first card is the Four of Hearts. One of your sentences heightened, and another is dulled. Describe these sensations. I can barely hear for shit anymore. The running of the road, and I can barely hear for shit. It's nothing. But, like, eyes, my eyes are on the road, you know. Kind of trained myself to just tune out the hum of the engine and the car noises and everything. And I can see the road, even if the hearing is fucked. The radio and the car and the fucking other car, it just... I got my eyes on the road, and that's what matters. I'll take it. Our next card is the Four of Spades. We're getting home today. We're getting home today. The weather brings an unexpected moment of peace. What beauty do you see on the other side of the windshield? This is my hometown. These are the streets. This is where I live. There's the deli, and there's my gas station. This is home. And I can't believe that I'm here, but this is home. Like, we're here. We're here. Whew. Final card. Our final card is the 5 of clubs. As you climb a steep, miles-long hill, the engine groans and you push it and the needle on the temperature gauge rises. Make a rig roll. Come on, girl. We're home. You get over this hill. We go down this hill. You love going down this hill, girl. And then that's home. We're on the other side of the hill. It's a positive, a neutral, and a negative. And because we advanced the rig stat, it's a positive and neutral. Girl, I love you. I love this truck. And I'm sorry that I mistreated you. Honestly, every stolen part is worth it. I love this car. And when you let this car just drive itself, it'll take you where you need to go. I fucking love this car. If your game is not over, you reach a scenic overlook and cut the engine to let it cool down. You have a few quiet minutes and decide to write something short and special and precisely worded. You will carry it to your destination. So what's going to happen now is we're going to listen to the song Blink by Hiroshi Yoshimura. I will give you a moment to pull that up on your MP3 player of choice. And then I'm going to count us down from 3. And then I'm going to write what I have to say. Go ahead and pull that up on your MP3 player of choice. Once you have that pulled up, pause this if you need to. Once you have that pulled up, get ready to hit play in your MP3 player of choice in 3, 2, 1. I can see the road that goes down this hill, and it takes me to my house. And once we make it down that hill, I'm going to walk through that door. And if any of this was worth anything, Bruce, the love of my life, my husband, my partner, my best friend, is going to be in that house. And he's going to look me in the eyes. And he's going to say, "What took you so long?" It's what he's going to say. It's what he always says. And I'm going to look at him in those beautiful blue eyes. And I'm going to pull him close and I'm going to kiss him deep. And I'm going to put my hand in his hair and my other hand on the small of his back. And I'm going to rock him to the left because I can't look to the right. And he's going to look past the sweat and the grease and the dried blood on my face. And he's going to kiss me back. And I'm going to pull back. And I'm going to look him in the eyes. And I'm going to say, "First off, I'm sorry about the blood on my face. What are you going to do?" And then I'm going to tell him, "Bruce, I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry that I let my dreams die. And I'm sorry that I never listened to your encouragement. And I'm sorry that I took a job that moves me away from you for so long. And I'm sorry that I got us into whatever this is. And I'm going to say I love you. And I'm going to say that wherever we go, whether I'm running and making a run, Whether I'm working a show, whatever, I want you by my side. I want you in that passenger seat because there's no one else that I want to travel with. There's no one that I want to have in that car. And I'm going to say, you're the only person for me in this world. If it really is just the two of us for the rest of our days, I can make that work. As long as you're in that passenger seat with me. And then I'm going to wash the blood off my face. I'm going to have Bruce crack my back because he's so good at it. I'm going to get changed. I'm going to put on my nicest clothes. They're not that nice, but they're nice enough. And we're going to go get barbecue. And we're going to pay for it. We're going to put money on the counter if there's no one there. We're going to go to a movie, the drive-in movie. We're going to park. And even if we're the only ones there, we're going to laugh and watch. Probably fuck in his back seat. And then I'm going to go home. And I'm going to sleep in my bed. And I'm going to hold the only man that I'm ever going to love in my arms. And I'm going to enjoy every single day that I've got left. Let's go home. And now we end the game. We reached our destination. We have arrived. The car rolls down that hill. I take my foot off the gas. The car speeds up. I eventually got to put a foot on the brake. We roll. Practically roll the rest of the way to the house with my foot on the brake. We pull up along that final curve. I open the door. I fall out of the car. I land face first. I barely catch myself. I stagger to my feet, pushing myself on my left arm because my right one barely moves. Limping now. My right knee is throbbing. I put a hand to the door. Oh. Yeah, it's you. No, Hey, babe. The hell took you so long? Yeah. Hey, sorry. Sorry, bloody nose. Look, long drive. Did you not get... I tried calling. Haven't checked the machine. I've been a little busy. It's fine. Hey, did you want to go to a drive-in tonight? Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Can we get burgers on the way? Oh, yeah, I was thinking barbecue, but like, yeah, fuck it, I could do a burger. Fuck. Yeah. Hey, could you drive? Yeah, I could drive. Cool. I'm gonna lay down. I love you, Bruce. Yeah. Yeah, I love you too, Paul. And now that I feel ready, I'm going to choose one. Flash forward 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year. I'm going to flash forward 1 year. What have you learned? Why did you leave? And what's the one thing you forgot to say? It's a year later, and eventually we find other people. There are a few of us left, and turns out wrestling never quite falls out of favor, so there's a need for people to put on a show. So I guess I gotta go back to work. You know, I would love very much to have Bruce by my side in the passenger seat, but he's got his role in whatever the fuck this is, and I've got my role in whatever the fuck this is, and so we're making do. We're making do this together. We've each got our own things, and the thing that I learned is that I don't want to leave. I don't want to take the safe option again. I've been through the safe option. I don't want to take the safe option anymore. I'd rather... If this is it, if this is the life that we have and the opportunities we've given, Bruce and I should at least get to be doing the things that we want to do. And I think that if, for everything that has happened here, that is where we end up. And now, think about what it is you didn't say, and make the call. And then end the game. Hey babe, it's Bruce. Sorry about not waking you up this morning. Sorry about ducking out without saying goodbye. I know that I said I wouldn't do that anymore, but I got a call from Slimy first thing in the morning. You were still asleep. I don't know how you sleep as late as you do. Don't you? Doesn't matter. Anyway, I got a call from Slimy. There's a show a couple towns over. They've got bullets to trade, so it seemed like we kind of just had to jump on the opportunity, so... But I realized I didn't say I love you, and so I wanted to call and say I love you. I will be back soon. I will take being wrong when I get back about not saying goodbye before I left. I understand. But, yeah. I love you. I'll see you soon. I'll be back with bullets. Maybe also some barbecue. And, yeah, I'll talk to you soon. I love you, babe. Bye. And with that, we watch a tractor trailer drive off into the night. There is a wrestling ring in the back of the rig. And then behind it, slowly gaining speed, slowly inching closer and closer, we see another car. We see that ruined truck inching closer, still on our tail, slowly gaining ground. It speeds up, and we smash cut to black. Party of None is produced and edited, as always, by Jeff Stormer and Jen Frank. Music for the show comes from the song NPC Theme by Helizna. Be sure to pick up your own copy of Long Haul 1983 at spc.itch.io/longhaul1983. As always, thank you for listening. Remember to fight the forces of fascism every single day. Remember that self-love and self-care are radical and defiant acts of resistance. And as always, even if there's no one else around, party on.